Yeah, Nick Gilbert did more for neurofibromatosis awareness and research in his short life than many could have done in decades. And his efforts continue to expand. And joining me now are two people who understand this battle very, very personally. Sarah Powlison, and team leader for the NFX, Alexis Weisbrod. NFX is the nonprofit founded by the Gilberts to fund research for neurofibromatosis type 1. Sarah, I want to start with you, though. You just got back from Washington, D.C. on an advocacy trip. What did you go there for and why?
I did. I was with another organization called Neurofibromatosis Network, and advocates from all over the country come to D.C. every year, and we meet with the offices of our congressional leaders and Senate, and we are asking them to sign for funding for the Congressionally Directed Medical Research Program. And it's a program that's existed for a long time, and it actually helps to fund research for NF, and there are programs that fund other rare diseases and issues as well. But the one that we're advocating for is for this very important funding. And we just ask them every year, please sign, please support this, and we hope that they do.
So how did those meetings go in your feeling? Because we're dealing with a lot of scientific cuts this, last year and this year.
We're very hopeful. We just got the funding for fiscal year 2026, and it's a big celebration, but the fight's not over because we need fiscal year 2027. So we're hoping that, Ohio comes through and that they give the support that we need, as well as all the other states.
So let's talk about, what is NFX?
Yeah, NFX is a nonprofit organization that was started by Jennifer Gilbert and Dan Gilbert to help in the fight with neurofibromatosis. So we fund research related directly to NF1. And we're in this because NF is a genetic disorder that looks different on every individual. Even identical twins can have very different manifestations. So we're really seeking research that will help us get to treatments that will target each individual manifestation so that every individual has treatment specific to their needs.
Something that's really interesting is next year there is going to be a brick and mortar research center that's opening. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we're really excited for the opening of the Nick Gilbert Neurofibromatosis Research Institute. So the Gilbert's objective is to really get bench to bedside, to be able to get treatments to patients. And so the Research Institute is going to provide a lot of opportunity and a lot of infrastructure for researchers to come together and to have space to further their research so that we can bring treatments to market. And the flywheel is starting to turn with NF research, and I think the Research Institute is just going to help that run even faster and get more treatments to market even quicker.
And I would guess bow tie games are a big, big influence on this. This is not your first, so talk to me about what do these games mean to you?
To know that not only the city of Cleveland, with the Cavaliers franchise and the Gilbert family, but even kind of going further than that, United States, anyone who loves Cavaliers, anyone who loves NBA gets to hear about NF. It's the community coming together to celebrate the joy. I hear so many people, I got to go to the bow tie game and it was so fun. We felt so loved and we got to watch the game and the seats were great. Or if I'm wearing the bow tie out in public, people will ask me what it means, or they'll recognize it. They'll say, oh, that's for Gilly. Random people at Costco. It's amazing.
So we're running out of time, but very, very quickly, for people who don't understand what it is, you have lived with this your entire life. You have family members who live with this. Explain what it is and why people should care.
So NF is a genetic condition that causes tumors to grow in the nerves. And I was born with 6 tumors, about the size of an orange, coming out of my mouth. So I've been saying neurofibromatosis as long as I can remember. And as Alexis shared, it is highly variable. It can look different on everybody. I have more tumors that can be counted on the inside of my body, and it's very painful to live with this. People in the NF community are incredibly strong. We want to live lives. We want to have joy. We want to have a purpose. I want people to see a community that is strong and brave and fighting, even when you can't see it.
And even though it's rare, it's more common than people think.
Yes, it's more common than cystic fibrosis, Tay-Sachs, Huntington's disease, and genetic muscular dystrophy combined.
Wow. So it's 1 in 2,500 births, I think it was. All right, ladies, thank you so much. And go Cavs. They're playing the Celtics, Dave, on Sunday. They got a break before that, but they're, it's going to be a big game, #2 Celtics.
Yeah, coming off a big win over the Pistons last night. You're right about that. But boy, Monica, what a strong message that certainly is. Thank you for having them in and sharing that message.
Sure.
All right.